Hello, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Welcome back to the Red Ridge campus, and let's get right into it. Okay, so if y'all remember, your sword hand is the one that you primarily write with. So for me, it's my left hand. For a lot of y'all, it's going to be your right hand. For some of you, it is also going to be your left hand. The way we get into our en garde position, you take your sword hand, you take your writing hand, and you point it straight in front of you. And then point your sword hand right in front of you and your opposite arm directly out next to you. Then you're going to point your back foot, which is the opposite foot in your sword hand. Your front leg is on the same side as your sword hand. Your back leg is on the opposite side than your sword hand. Point it the same direction your opposite arm is going. And drop your arm now. All right, now our front foot, put heels together. You're going to point it the same direction your sword arm is pointing. And then all you need to do to get into en garde position from here, take one little step forward with your front foot, plop it down, and look at that. You're in your en garde position. All right, so here we have our close-up of our en garde position printout. Now, this is your sword hand. This is the one you write with, pointing forward. Your front foot, which is on the same side of your body as your sword hand, is pointing straight forward. And your back foot, which is directly under you, is pointing out to the side. So if you look down at your feet, it should be making an L shape on the ground. Doesn't matter if it's a backwards or forwards L, it's still an L. Your non-sword hand is just out of the way here in the back. Remember, with your sword arm, when you're in en garde position, your elbow is gently resting at your side, nice and bent, almost 90 degrees, not quite. Your knees are also slightly bent, and they should point the same direction as your toes rather than pointing inwards. Yes, so this is what your en garde position looks like. The main thing to always remember, your front knee never comes in front of your ankle. All right, now that we have our en garde position down really well, let's figure out how to hold this sword. So your thumb points straight up, and see how my fingertips are just resting here on, this would be my handle of my metal sword. Rather than, see the difference between wrapping all the way around like this and fingertips like that? You want your fingertips just on there. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I have actually enough room in here to hold almost like a ping pong ball or a very large marble. Rather than holding it so tight like that, you can actually relax. I have all this space in here for moving my blade around to control it. And the way that you do that is you create a lever. Because remember, all that you need to do to control your blade, to move it, to attack and make cuts, to block and make parries, all you need is your fingers and your wrist. You don't even need to move your elbows or your forearm, really. So the way that you move your blade is you make a lever. You press down with your thumb, or keep it in place, really, and you squeeze, really, only really using your pinky and this finger. Squeeze it into your palm, right there. See how I'm not moving my wrist? I do it like this. You can see I'm not even moving my elbow. Only my fingers. Just like that. And then to come back out, you squeeze down with your thumb a little bit. And now I'm keeping all my fingers touching my handle. I'm not like going like that, but I'm relaxing these fingers and letting the pommel move back down. Now the pommel, I squeeze with these two fingers, keep my thumb in place, press it down just a little, squeeze it up so the pommel kind of doing this kind of motion. And the hilt comes back up into my hand. The handle comes back up into my hand. Now at some point, once we've got this down really well, we need to move more into making cuts. Because we want to attack someone's head, their shoulder, their arm on their other side, their chest. But you can see I'm still, even with all these different cuts I'm doing, all these different attacks. I'm still not even needing to move my arm. I'm moving my wrist a little bit because my hand's moving. That's all you need right there. Our coach always says loosey-goosey. You want loosey-goosey fingers, loosey-goosey wrists, and loosey-goosey arm, even though you're holding it here, making nice, smooth, controlled cuts. Just like that. And guess what? You have learned how to find your sword hand, how to get in an arm guard position, and how to hold your blade and how to control it. So keep practicing so that it gets so natural that you don't even have to think about it, and really getting that good technique, that the thumb pointed up, fingertips on the handle, that nice space inside against your palm, and really learning how to control your blade with just your fingers and your wrist. That's all it takes. So I am very excited to see y'all in class this coming Friday, and I really look forward to seeing y'all there. Have a good one. I'm all ready for class. I have arrived on time. My hair is nicely pulled up so it doesn't get in my face. I've got nice, stretchy, long pants on. I've got comfy clothes. I've got really supportive shoes, and I have my water bottle so I don't dehydrate. I've even got a snack for later.